Hi everyone, it's Kachi, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know to keep making content like this. So we are back with a creative sim. So I know what you guys are already thinking. It's been kind of a while since you guys have gotten any new episodes from my currently running LPs, Not So Berry and Growing Up Genki. And for that, I do apologize. I have been recovering from burnout from my day job. I think I mentioned this already, but during tax season I worked 2 jobs and I got very, very burnt out and tired from it. And so it's been making me not as productive with the channel, even though there are a lot of stories I am still trying to tell with both LPs, and I'm going to continue. I have pre-recorded some episodes from Not So Berry. I've just been lazy with getting to the edited footage. I don't pre-record Growing Up Genki, so it's just a matter of sitting down and recording and editing the next episode, which I will get to, I promise. But for this creative sim, this is actually for Growing Up Genki. So this is a sim that one of my viewers, Rcovey, he submitted this as one of the teens to show up in the next arc of Growing Up Genki, or at least it was the next arc when I advertised for it. We're kind of in the arc now that Hana is going to Windenburg Global, and she started her Young Adventurers Club and everything, so he made this sim, Brae Burns, to be a part of that whole arc. And so I wanted to include him because he seemed really cute and interesting, but from his description he seemed to overlap with the character I already created for that arc and have plans for, as far as how he will be relating to Hana. So what I did was I kind of wove him into that character story since they were so similar, but I did have to kind of make him different so there wasn't too much overlap. So Brae is actually going to be the stepbrother of Zachary Chestnut, one of the members of the Young Adventurers Club. So his dad and Zachary's mom got together and got married, so now they're step siblings, and they kind of are opposites. So style wise they kind of overlapped out the box for Brae, the way that Covey made him. So I kind of had to edge him up a little bit, not too much. Edge is probably not the right word. I had to prep him up and kind of like make him a little bit, I don't know, give him a little bit more cool points. So I had to tweak his style. I did change his face, so as you can see at the beginning of the video, I did kind of apply my new sim style. The way I make sims, I had to add some skin details and make him fit in with the way I make sims and the sims that are going to be in this universe. So I tweaked him just a little bit. I hope you're not upset, Covey. I didn't change him too much because he kind of did a pretty good job as far as his base genetics, which makes my job easier for this creative sim because I mostly just slapped some skin details on him and changed his clothes and we're ready to go. But yeah, like Brae, he and his dad have been traveling around the world. Brae's dad is a musician, so he's kind of on the road a lot. He travels around with his band, and Brae's just kind of been traveling with him, so he's kind of worldly in that sense because he's lived in a lot of different places. His parents actually got divorced because of how much that Brae's dad travels around and does his music thing. His mom just couldn't deal, so they broke up. Ironically though, him getting with Zachary's mom is kind of what made him settle a little bit. So they decided to lay roots for the first time in a very long time in Windenburg. So that is where their house is. Brae attends Windenburg Global, but he actually commutes there from home, kind of like Hana does, but his trek is less of a trek since he actually lives in world, or in town, because I kind of treat the worlds like cities rather than separate worlds. But anyway, he commutes from home, and Zachary actually lives on campus at the boarding school. Him and Zachary do not get along. Like I said, they're pretty opposite. Like Brae is like your classic too cool for school type of character. He plays sports and does basketball, and he's just your classic cool kid. Like think like the cool jock in a 90s teen movie. That's kind of Brae, but Zachary, on the other hand, is the opposite of that, and I know that might seem weird to say because Zachary's in the Young Adventurers Club, but Zachary actually joined the club as a way to kind of help him become a little bit more physically active and like get his fitness up. He's actually really not that great at doing sports, which is why he wanted to join the club, to challenge himself and to get better. It's also the reason why Zachary lives on campus, because since him and Brae bump heads a whole lot, he kind of wanted his own space away from Brae. When they were, initially living together, there would be a lot of people who would always compare the two, and Zachary would often get overshadowed. So, living on campus away from Brae was his way to kind of differentiate himself from his stepbrother, have his own space, not have to feel like he's constantly in Brae's shadow. So those are the two brothers, and I'm really excited for you guys to see, the sibling rivalry that's going to prop up between them, and especially as Hana gets in the mix, because she plays a part in some other sibling rivalry as well. But right now I am doing Brae's dad, whose name I'm not actually remembering right now. I'm gonna pop it on the screen right now. So that you guys have that. But this is Brae's dad. I pretty much just use the genetics to kind of make Brae. I love to do that when I make sims and I want there to be a family resemblance. I'll start with the main sim and then I'll just play with genetics to make their extended family. So I'll maybe start with the teen and then go backwards and make the parents, or I'll start with the parents and go forward and make the child. Like I did that with Hana. I started with Yume and Hiro, and then I just played with genetics and made Hana. So that's the reason why it's always super cool to kind of see how the genetics play a part. I like to do it that way just so that there is that genetic link between everybody, and you don't technically have to. You can just make your sims related in Kaz without having to do all that. I just personally like that because I like to see how the genes carry forward from generation to generation. We'll see if I ever in this game make it to a generation 2 or 3. I always never do, but that's how it is. But I kind of zoomed through Brae's dad's his outfits, so I'm actually wrapping that up right now. I just wanted to do it real fast, but let me know what you guys think of this family and what drama you think it's going to bring in the upcoming episodes of Growing Up Genki. I enjoy hearing your thoughts in the comment section down below. But as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I didn't think it'd be this hard to go and try to let you down. At first, for sure, we saw forever and the distance, but the path of least resistance is the one where I don't see you anymore. And yes, I'm sure about my choices. I don't need you to take me home. And though for sure the bed is warmer by your side, oh please believe me, babe, I've tried. You're not the one I thought that you were gonna be. I got you singing, ooh, I got the blues. I got you singing, ooh, I don't know what to do without you, baby. Ooh, you got the blues. And even though your heart is breaking, I got another man who loves to make me smile. So can you just get up and go? Oh, you say